Honestly, I feel really surreal about it. I asked Tiba last night if it was a big deal because I didn't really know how to feel about it.
Yeah.
And so I just had to kind of engage with him and see if the feelings that I was having was validated. And so he's like, "Yeah, it's a big deal. It's something to celebrate. So I just wanted to say congratulations to you, Care."
Congratulations to you, Mayor.
I'm so excited.
Unfiltered and human.
Okay, and we are back at it again. What's up, Carrie?
What's up, Mayor?
How you doing?
Doing good overall. Yeah. How
Are
are
you
you?
sure?
It's been a rough week. I'm not gonna
It's been a
lie.
rough week.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing fantastic. Should we tell them? I mean, what we did yesterday? What did we do yesterday, Care? I feel like it's a milestone for us.
Okay. Go ahead.
Share. Like, can we share real
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead.
Okay. No, I want you to share.
Okay.
Please share.
So, as of yesterday, 9 a.m., we released our first video audio podcast episode
On YouTube.
on YouTube.
Mhm.
So, we're still trying to figure out how to spread the word, but it's a pretty big deal for us because this is just the beginning. That episode was kind of a get to know you in the non-traditional sense.
Yep.
We did get some comments from people who seem to want to know more, which I'm sure you will in time.
Yes.
So.
So honestly, I feel really surreal about it. I asked Tiba last night if it was a big deal because I didn't really know how to feel about it.
Yeah.
And so I just had to kind of engage with him and see if the feelings that I was having was validated. And so he's like, "Yeah, it's a big deal. It's something to celebrate. So I just wanted to say congratulations to you, Care."
Congratulations to you, Mayor.
I'm so excited. So today's episode is just basically going to be just about us talking about what's been going on. Our look at your eyes are like,
So much.
so much has been going on. And just this week alone. So I just wanted to dive into that really quick. So if you guys are new here, we are Unfiltered and Human. My name is Mary,
I'm Carrie.
and we're just gonna yap. We're gonna
Yeah,
yap today.
That's what we do.
You know, okay? So, and I appreciate every one of you, every last one of you who has reached out, who has commented, who has given us feedback. It's all really appreciated.
Very
So
much
thank you so
so.
much from the bottom
Yes.
of my heart.
Thank you
Thank you.
all. We do have quite a few supporters,
Yes.
and I'm very grateful for that.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll have more.
God willing.
Yes.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
I'm going to start off. I
Okay.
know Carrie has been kind of overworked and very, help me,
Stressed out.
stressed out, right? So
Yeah.
you're overworked, you're stressed, you're overwhelmed
Yeah.
with just this podcast, with your 9 to 5, kids, fur babies, mom's been in the hospital,
Yep. And the house.
the
Yeah.
dishes,
Like,
whatever, you name it, she's feeling it. So what's going on, Care?
let's just say that doing videos and podcasting is not for the weak.
No.
This is a full-time job, and we have had no shortage of struggles. We have run into so many different problems and tried to troubleshoot in so many different ways, hours and hours and hours of our lives, and frustration. Trying to squeeze that into a day while you're working a full-time job and you really don't have the opportunity to spend any of that particular time doing the podcast on top of trying to maintain a home and be there for your children and your parents. So it's been a lot this week, and in order to get our first video out, which I'm so grateful that we finally did that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm exhausted. But I'm so glad that we accomplished that goal. I feel like this is just the beginning for us. And, with more time and practice, things are going to get easier. But this week has been rough. My mom was in the hospital and I had to feed her cat twice a day, only because I told her I could not do 3 times a day. And I know that sounds minor, but when you're trying to manage everything else, it actually was kind of a lot for me. And then, having to talk to the doctors for her and helping her with her discharge and making sure she's settled in and she's doing what she's supposed to do to take care of herself at home. And even just today, um, she had to do some shopping because she hasn't been home. So, and not that I mind shopping with my mother, I actually really don't. It's just
You're overwhelmed.
there's so little time to do it.
Right.
Yeah. That's all. Like my dishes, I got a sink full of dirty dishes. I got clean laundry, but it's piling up and hasn't been put away. So, yeah. Yeah, just I need a mental break a little bit. So yes, I'm stressed out, but I feel like I'm not the only one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are not the only one. I told you
Yeah.
that earlier. She came in. She came today, and I can see that she was just overwhelmed, very stressed out, very agitated, and she's also going through perimenopause too.
That's not helping at all. At all. It's making me very irritable.
What do you what can you do to eliminate at least that? Is this something that you can do to help out with perimenopause? Because I'm not there yet, okay? Because she's like 20 years past me.
I am not.
And please,
Like 2 years,
more
one and
than
a
that.
half.
More than that.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, is there anything that any advice that you have for people that are going through perimenopause that works for you, or have you not found anything that helps yet? Because I know I'll probably be going
Not
through
far
that.
behind me.
So what just tell me what exactly is perimenopause?
Honestly, I think perimenopause could be a series on its own. But to kind of summarize, it's when your body starts the change of life. So it's like the prequel.
It's just your body.
Yeah. But it's your hormones. It affects your hormones, which affects every other single part of you. It affects your moods. It affects
Your brain,
yeah, it affects your brain. It affects
emotions.
your core temperature, which is why sometimes I just burst out in sweats and sometimes don't sleep very well because I'm sweating all night long. But what was your question just now? Yeah,
Girl,
I
yeah.
get foggy. I forget things. I forget why I stand up. Um,
So
and what are we doing to treat it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been kind of conservative about treatment. There are more options, I think, than I've probably taken advantage of with, like estrogen and
Pills, like
other
oral.
medications and supplements and
Okay.
things that can help balance things out a little bit. And I think I need to maybe talk more with my doctor about it. Hello, everyone else out there who's going through this. I know you know what I'm talking about, or
Team
anyone who has gone through this
team perimenopause. And if
that
I
you're
can,
experiencing.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not experiencing anything. You looking at me like that for no. Listen, what I've experienced has nothing to do with perimenopause.
Okay.
You don't think so, nurse?
I don't know. All
Well,
I can say is from my
yeah.
observations, I think it's definitely likely that you could be starting to experience some of that.
I'm telling you, yesterday when once our video went live, I was sweating,
You were
and I don't
sweating?
sweat.
Really?
Yeah, I don't sweat, but it was like I had
Mhm.
to fan it out. Be like, what is going on with me?
It's a huge milestone.
What is the perimenopause?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
The
switching shit up on me.
putting the video
Yeah,
out like
yeah.
that, it was like exciting and an achievement, but anxiety inducing. And like, I want to look at the comments. I don't want to look at the comments. I want to look at the views. I don't want to look at the views. I want to look at the subscribers. I don't want to look at the subscribers. Yeah.
I start work at 8:15, and yesterday, I thought I was supposed to go to Junior's class to see his his artwork and stuff
Yeah.
like that, what he has done throughout the year. And so it wasn't supposed to be yesterday, it was supposed to be Tuesday. And so I told my manager, I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna, I won't be available to sign in on time. I'll be in around 9." And so that yesterday morning, I'm like messing around, trying to get my post up to let everybody know, hey, we're live. We're not live, but our video is up. And let me tell you, once 9 o'clock hit, I turned around. I was like, what am I doing? Like, where?
Yeah.
I couldn't work. And I told my manager, I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm not here today. So I might not be very useful today at all. It was great. It was a great day yesterday, I have to admit. But all in all, I just wanted to understand what it is that you were going through because my experience is a little bit different. Yeah, my experience with the podcast is first of all, I just wanted to start off because a lot of you guys have asked like why did we start this podcast? How did it come about? How do we know each other? How, we have this dynamic. It's, we're sisters. We are sisters at the end of the day. So this podcast is something that we both wanted to do.
Hmm.
I came up with the idea and Carrie was going through a lot of things at work. And honestly, I talked you off the ledge. I calmed your ass down. I
Hmm.
really did. Cause
You did
you basically came over to my house for a whole week straight,
to calm
stressing
down.
to
Yeah.
yeah, to stress, to talk about it, to kind of make sense out of it because you've been working there for how many years?
That particular place,
Yeah.
about 13.
Okay, so 13 years.
Yeah.
And it's basically your home away from home. The
Yeah.
people you work with is your family. They are more your family than your family. Honestly, right? Like you spend more time with them than you spend with anybody else.
Can't choose your coworkers.
No. And so you were going through a lot at that time. And I was also going through a lot as
Hmm.
well since actually, if I'm being honest, when Mia died
Yeah.
and when he died, and I haven't really fully understood what I was going through. I mean, now I kind of have a sense of what it is, but at that time, it was confusing to me.
Just to clarify, Mia is uncle.
Yes, he is my uncle. And I have known him since my dad passed away back in 94. He came from France. He was a Buddhist monk. And when I was younger, he decided that he didn't want to be a monk anymore. He just wanted to be a regular person. And I don't know the terminology for that, but when I was younger, I used to tell everybody, yeah, he got demonked. He went to the temple and got demonked. I don't know what the how they do it or anything like that.
Not a clue.
I don't. I wish I was there actually to see it because that would have been interesting
You
for
think
me.
there's a whole ceremony?
Oh yeah, I know about Cambodian Buddhist monks. They are not allowed to touch females.
Hmm.
You can't, shake their hand. You can't
Oh, you
touch a
can't
female at
even.
all, at all. Not even like brush by. Like
Oh,
and so I used to ask my aunt, like, why can't we touch a monk? Just out of curiosity. And she's like, they lose their powers. I'm like, oh, they have powers. Another question that I had when I was growing up was when I remember him taking a train. And sometimes in New York, especially when it's rush hour, it's like there's people like touching, like just standing
yeah.
next to each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do you avoid that? So again, he's lived with us, he's stayed with us, and at the end of his life, I basically took care of him,
Yeah.
helped him with a lot. He always had issues with the internet. Well, everybody does in this house.
Yes.
Shut up. So, and medical stuff, prescription,
Yeah.
everything. He would come to me, which at that point I was kind of getting a little irritated with him, but I did it anyways. I helped him. And so when he passed away, there were so many emotions that I went through. First of all, I was sad. I did not expect it because I'm like, he's here to torture me. I felt that way for a long time. I'm like, God, what did I do wrong? Why? Why is this man torturing me? But when he did pass away, I felt this great loss. And Carrie was there when his last breath, right? I had called her up. Nobody was there with me. My sister was on her way. My brother was like, I'll get there when I get there. But you showed up. You showed up
Barely
for me.
barely made it in
But you were
time.
there. You were there.
Yeah.
I was there by myself. And it was a great loss for me because I've realized that he was a person that came into my life and he never left. He never left me. He never left my mom. So when he passed away, I started feeling so many emotions. I started to think about my faith
A
because
lot.
yeah, well he was a Buddhist monk. However, I've never really was taught Buddhism, right? Like I've the only thing that I know about it is whatever it is that they do, through holidays or, stuff like that. But as far as like the Buddhist teachings and whatever, I don't really know, right? I know I have a gist of it, but I don't know exactly what it is. So I've started thinking to myself, like, I wish that I had maybe kind of picked his brain a little bit and learned about Buddhism and what the religion is about. And it's a way of life. To me, that's how I feel. But a lot of times when there is a death in the family or someone passes, he normally takes, he
He took care of it.
but as I'm sitting there and the monks are chanting, so I was really trying to get into my feels and like just trying to understand the chanting. And it's more like a vibration. And that's what I was getting. So I'm sitting there and they're chanting, and I'm like kind of channeling my inner self and feeling that chanting. And I felt a vibration, like a frequency of just the chanting. And I was like, "Oh, okay. So that's something." Right? And fast forward to now, I'm searching. I'm searching for my faith. We went together last weekend to a new church.
Mhm.
I say new because it was new to me, new to her. And I'm just searching. I'm searching for what to believe in.
And that kind of started this whole podcast, actually, because you were going through so much and I was going through so much. And we both wanted to be in a place to help people, right?
Mhm,
Like, I got into the healthcare field because I wanted to help people.
mhm,
And you were feeling that you weren't really making good use of your time at your 9 to 5 and that you could be doing something else more productive, more helpful.
mhm,
And then we started having conversations about how people aren't really open or honest with themselves or with each other or when talking to other people. And it all kind of turned into we should start a podcast.
mhm.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think people why do you think people should listen to us?
Because we're just like them. We're just humans. Um but I from my perspective, it takes a lot of nerve to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, I'm not very comfortable in front of the camera if you can't tell, but
I
I do
couldn't
have.
tell.
Huh?
Can't tell.
You can't tell?
No. Now people are gonna analyze you. They're
It's
gonna be like, "Yeah, she's not comfortable."
getting easier, but, I do have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, Carrie, all she wants to do is record. She's like, "We gotta record. We gotta record."
Well, that's the purpose, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, you were like you had this idea where we could start basically community so that we could open up a safe space and talk about things that a lot of people avoid talking about. Or just say what's on our mind instead of trying to make it sound pretty for someone else, because who's a part of this conversation? You and me and
Yeah.
whoever decides to listen.
Mhm.
So why make it sound pretty for somebody? Like, why do we have to sugarcoat anything? I'm not a good sugarcoater. If you watched our first episode, you know that.
Yeah, go watch our first episode ever because it's really funny. I think it is.
And we were talking about how we want to be ourselves. And I don't feel like I can fully be myself in my 9 to 5.
Speaking of be yourself, that's another question that I struggled with too is who am I? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
have you ever really thought about who you are?
Yeah. You and I
And
have
not
talked about this.
yeah, and I'm not talking about like how people perceive you and maybe a little bit, but a lot of people would tell me a lot of good things, about me and how my personality and stuff like that. But I had to really sit back and be like, am I that person, or am I putting up a front? Like, who am I really? Like that, I was struggling with that a lot. A
Yeah,
lot. Like, I would go out once in a blue, like, my friend, she loves to go to salsa, you know who I'm talking
I
about,
do.
and I would go, and I love to dance. I love to dance, and I'm like, I wish my family would dance with me and just not be so, like, shy about it. Just who cares? Just dance. I'm not here to judge. Like, if you I'm sure you got some type of move, in there somewhere. You just got to move. And so here it is. She's like, "Hey, come out." And I'm like, "All right." So we go out, and I'm standing in the corner or hugging the wall, and I'm like, "Why?" I'm at I guess, what would you call it? A club. I'm at I'm at the bar, at the club, and I'm just standing there. I'm like, "What am I doing? Why am I not, like, out there dancing?" I feel like I just can't let it go.
Yeah.
And it was bothering me so much. And I'm like, I had to really think about it. Who the who the
Do,
fuck am
do you
I?
think you have the answer?
Well, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I'm still trying to connect.
Yeah. And honestly, Mary, I think the majority of people do have very similar experiences, probably at different stages in their life. But
Have you ever thought about that?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I had my child very young, and it's the only child that I have. He is the only child that I have. And he's 22 years old now.
Yeah.
And as he was kind of moving on with his life and learning how to be an adult, I had to figure out how to let him and find purpose without him being around, with
Was that the feeling that you started to get after he graduated high school, or
so right after graduation he moved state, and there was a few months where he was on his own and he was really struggling, and I had to just let him struggle, and it was really hard. So then I'm like, what now?
so what did you do?
I bought a house.
What?
I got a cat.
Wait,
I got a dog. I started
when he
gardening.
graduated, didn't you already have the house or no?
No,
Oh, okay.
it was it was a few months after he graduated that I closed on my house. So then we left the home that he grew up in. And
Yeah.
so when he moved back to the state, it was a totally different home. And I had some guilt about that. So yeah, there's a lot that goes on, I think, in
Were
different
you feeling
stages in people's
depressed?
life. It was like I was depressed, but I felt free, and it was very confusing. It was very confusing. Now I know that I like being alone.
Yeah.
Not that I wanna be alone all the time or forever, but I really appreciate my alone time. I'm
Yeah.
definitely somebody who does well alone,
Mhm.
and I can accomplish a lot, and I just still don't know what I'm doing or who I am, but I feel like I'm getting there.
Where do you start? How do you determine who you are as a person? You don't know?
I don't know.
I think you have to go back.
That's a good point.
You have to go back. You have to This is what I've been doing.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me because for the longest time I was struggling so hard, and now, like, I'm like, "Oh, that's what you got to do." I had to basically rewind. I had to remember everything that I went through as a child to know where I am now and how I got here and what I went through. And it was kind of crazy because I realized so many things going on, like, that happened in my childhood that really fucked me up,
Yeah.
right? And then I started sharing my story. And that's the first step. I feel like you gotta go back. You have to analyze your whole childhood, your childhood from when it started, meaning, like, when you can remember your happy moments, your sad moments, your angry moments, your stupid moments, your stupid choices that you make when you feel, what's that word? Invincible,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's when you feel invincible, is when you're younger. You're just going through, oh, wherever the wind takes me, wherever the wind blows. Does that
Plenty
really
of time.
apply to life right now? I'm just going to go where the wind takes me. Does it really?
I do not think that that is where we are at. No, I think as you get older and you gain more responsibilities, you can't just you have to be more intentional about the decisions that you're making.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'm just gonna go with the flow. I don't think that really works as an adult.
Not as an adult, but I do think that's something that, people who hit 18, 19, 20, you should do it. Like, you should do it. You
Do
should
what exactly?
like, go with the flow. Let the wind take you where it will.
Such a
Experience your
Pisces answer.
but you should experience your youth. That way there are no regrets when you're older. I would hate to be on my deathbed and be like, "Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that." And I think that's one of the things that drives.
This is me reflecting. I've
Yeah.
been reflecting.
I know, because you're reflecting has got me reflecting.
Exactly.
And
It's
I
a
think,
domino effect.
yeah, I think that I have pushed a lot of things back
Mm-hmm.
for the sake of moving forward
Mm-hmm.
because it was like the only way I could go forward or be productive or succeed at anything. And now with you reflecting, you're stirring up all kinds of stuff with me. I'm
It's
still
better
going to
than
keep pushing forward though, because I do think that helps me a lot in life.
reflecting.
No.
What?
Um, I think reflecting is important, but I think despite what happens to you, you're making the decisions now. You're the one in charge now.
Give me, what are you talking about? Give me
Um,
an example.
I'm trying not to give away stuff from future episodes,
Yeah.
but both of us have had some traumatic
Yes.
experiences in our childhood, and I think for myself, I can say that instead of trying to deal with that trauma, I just kind of try to forget it
Yeah.
and just keep going
Mm-hmm.
and going
How's that
and
working for
going.
you?
It's been pretty good so far,
Really?
but I probably should deal with some stuff. This week is an exception. I have been very bitchy this week. I'm not going to lie. I've been so frustrated. Let me
And
tell you,
guess who gets the brunt of that bitchiness? Mm-hmm. Me.
you and Heba.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Arya.
My Aria has not been listening. I don't know what it is. She is
I
just
told
not
you it's
listening.
perimenopause. That's what she's.
She's 3. Aria's my doggy. She's gonna be 3 on like Tuesday.
It's because of you. You're putting it out there.
It could be. She could be behaving this way because I've been very irritable and I know
Yeah.
that. But I said it's not my default. Like I just feel really overworked this week. We had a deadline that we set for ourselves, which is the most annoying thing.
You need deadlines.
We do. We do. But the thing is why did I do this to myself? Do you ever ask yourself that? Like, why did I do this to myself? I'm very grateful and glad and gracious at the end of it. And I feel very accomplished. I was burning the candle at both ends. If I wasn't working my 9 to 5 or sleeping, I was editing and re-editing and re-editing that or on the line with customer service. So yeah.
But like I said before, you're not the only one going through whatever you're going through emotionally and being overwhelmed and everything you feel like everything's falling apart and like around you.
Doesn't feel like it's falling apart. It just feels like I'm not strong enough to hold up sometimes. Like I need to hit pause. I need to like take a nap or I just need some quiet space. And this last week, I didn't really get that. And I can identify what I need in order to chill out. But sometimes we just have to be strong and tough it out. And I guess the way I let it out is through frustration. And you're the lucky one.
Fuck you, I'm the lucky one.
You're the lucky one. Okay, so the last editing program we had horrible customer service.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
It like was non-existent.
Mhm.
I was mentally in my head, I just assumed that this one was going to be the same. They're not. Thank God, because I had to call them like 5 times. But I was just like in my head going, "Oh my God, I'm going to be on the phone for hours and get nowhere." And it just feels like such a huge waste of time that I didn't have. Yeah, frustrated. Sorry.
I know, and that's why I'm like, I'm gonna give her that one. I'm gonna give her that one. But also, now that we've basically the week is over, we posted our first episode.
Feels good.
My nephew graduated high school Thursday, so congratulations to you, Ethan.
Congratulations, Ethan.
Yes, he also won a scholarship as well. I think it was like the Shooting Stars Scholarship. So that's impressive to me. For
Okay.
me, it is.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is, but
It's
I'm
an essay that he
very
submitted.
proud of you, Ethan.
Yes, very proud of
You're
you.
a
And
smart guy.
yeah, I watched this whole they made a video. I watched the whole 30 minutes of it. And I watched his graduation video and I got emotional and I'm like, "Oh my," and I started thinking like, "Wow, like this is the time that this is it. This is when you become an adult. You're done with high school and this is the last time you're walking these halls."
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say congratulations to all of the graduates. It is graduation season. So, congratulations, graduates 2026. We are so very proud of you. You guys did such an amazing job. And take care of your parents because
They're going through it.
they are definitely going through it for sure. Malia's graduating next year.
I
She's gonna
know.
be a senior.
You're going to
So
be a mess.
I don't think I would, but we'll see. Stay
Mhm.
tuned for that because I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be. Hopefully stronger than I am today. And with that said, that concludes our episode. So let us know, guys, what are you guys going through these days? Are you guys also having spiritual awakenings or what do you call that? Spiritual moments in your life?
Yeah. Or are you experiencing perimenopause or trying to
Mhm.
find yourself or empty nesting? These are all things that I think we could talk much more in depth
Mhm.
about at a later date. But wanted to try to answer some questions about who we are and why we're doing this. So
Yes.
hopefully that helps answer those questions. Feel free to ask more questions in the comment section and leave suggestions for future videos down there. Feedback is always great as well.
Yes. We
Yep,
appreciate all your feedback,
absolutely.
especially since we're new to this.
We're making this shit up as we go.
Hopefully it's good.
But yes, so go ahead, if you would please share with a friend who you think would enjoy this content. Like and subscribe. You can turn on
Mhm.
your bell notifications so that you know when we release another video so you don't have to miss anything.
Check.
Yep. And until next time,
Stay
stay unfiltered
unfiltered
and
and
human.
human. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.